everybody. Stop it.
Right.
Please.
I had to do it. Go on.
Yeah. Well, hello everybody. So this is something new. My name's Kish, and I'm being joined by my brother Arj. This is and as I said, this is something new we've created. Actually, so we've buddied up. We're obviously brothers, but this is a place where we talk about football and WWE, but with a slight twist, and I'll tell you why.
Let me rephrase that real quick. Football and wrestling, not just WWE. Just
Okay,
wrestling in general.
Fine. Okay, fine. So this is a place where we talk about football and wrestling. So a bit of background, won't bore you to death, but we both love football, and and in fact we both like. Well, I like wrestling to a degree, but my brother is more of the. How can I say? He has more of an interest in it. So what we're doing is joining the two together. But this is where the twist comes in. We're picking kind of random, silly or funny scenarios, and we're basically pairing them against the footballer or the superstar or the wrestler that we think best fits that scenario. So it's all just for a good laugh. And this is just, easy listening. So here we go. Nice and casual, not taking life too seriously. What do you think?
Yeah, what he said basically. So, we both, as he said, we both love football. I've got a bit more of an expertise in wrestling. He does in football. And we're kind of merging our passions together. Kish used to be a big wrestling fan, and that was more of the 90s Attitude Era stuff, but he still knows enough to get his way around the conversation. And I'm the same with football, although I'm probably a bigger football fan than he is a wrestling fan, if that makes sense. But anyway, together with our combined knowledge, we're just gonna, as he said, just be shooting the shit, just basically having a laugh about different topics and which wrestlers or which footballers would do best or worst in those topics. Like, for example, who would be the best wingman, for example, and then we're just gonna take the conversation seriously as if we definitely have to defend them, but it's all for a laugh. So hopefully you enjoy it.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've seen what we've done here, but so the name of our podcast is called the SIUUUPLEX Podcast. I'm going to leave it with you guys.
I think they've got it, man. I think they've got it.
Right,
do the intro.
Let's see if you can figure it out. But yeah, and let us know how we've done with that. Anyway, so look, this is our first episode, and like I'd say, we're just going to shoot the shit and see how it goes. So, without further ado, let's pick a subject. Now, hold on, I've got a little box here. Bits of paper in them. I've got little topics written on them. Okay. Right, first one. Who would make the best head chef?
So I've got an idea here, right? That's a good one. That's interesting. Head chef. We should do who would make the best head chef wrestler, who would make the best head chef footballer, and then we should do who would make the worst head chef wrestler and the worst head chef footballer, yeah?
Agree.
So that's 4 answers each. That's 8 answers total, I think.
Yeah, and look, it doesn't just have to be a footballer. It can be anyone in football. Like, I don't know, if you really want to choose a manager, I guess you can. Or
do we want to do that? That opens the door. I think we should stick to the actual athletes.
Well, what about in wrestling? If you want to choose like a commentator or something,
I guess.
Let's just do it. Let's just see how it goes. We might find a really good one. Anyway, so let's get started. Right, shall I go first?
Go on. So let's start off each with best head chef. Best. We'll do best. You go footballer first. Go on.
Okay.
I'm gonna write these down so we don't forget.
Very tough, man. This is tough. See, when you think of head chef, you just think who would lose their shit. But then at the same time, you don't want to be working for a shit boss, do you? So okay. So all right, look, this is this is a bit. All right, you probably won't. I don't know if you'll agree with me actually. So I'm not gonna. Look, I know everyone's thinking Roy Keane, but let's just step away from the Roy Keane. For the answer, that's the obvious one. I'm gonna go for Neil Warnock. Right.
Oh, that's why you went for managers.
Well, Kind of, yeah. I mean, it just opens the net a bit. I don't know. Neil Warnock, he, he's the craziest. He's the craziest. Honestly, the guy looks like he's. I don't know if you've ever seen all these YouTube videos and him in the dressing room giving him a dress down, like shouting at the touchline. My books just fell off my shelf. Sorry. So like, he will scare the shit out of you. And
But does that make him best head chef?
yeah, he would, because he's got. No, I'll tell you why. I don't know if you listened to him on Talk Sport the other day. He is calm as he's so calm. He's so calm. He'll talk. He'll be like, "Yeah, he should be really entertaining. He's quite charming. He'll talk to you. Oh yeah, he was a great player. He was such a good lad. I spoke to his family. Lovely, lovely, lovely. He's that kind of guy. But when you get on the wrong side of him, he's like, what the fuck is this? Like, type of guy. So you can imagine like a raw steak like coming out, or something that's undercooked. Yeah, and they'll be like, Chef Warnock, order ready. And we're like, good lads. Yes, that's good. That's what we need. Good timing. This is raw. Like, something like that. So, you can imagine just switching from zero to fucking batshit crazy in like a split second. Yeah, I think you'd be good. But you know what? If you work hard, he would recognize it as well. But if you fuck up, he will make you feel like shit. Absolute shit.
You know what? At first, I thought you were just trying to be really niche there, but I think you justified that quite well. And you basically shat all over my pick now with your intro.
Oh, right, okay.
I was going to say Roy Keane. So that's just messed me up.
Go on. If you really want to do it, you can, but you have to do an impression of him then.
I'm not gonna. No, that wasn't the rule. I've got impressions, but Roy Keane isn't one of them. Let me try and think top of my head. Footballer, best head chef. I'm gonna say. Actually, I was gonna say skinhead Rooney, but at the same time, Rooney, when he shouts, yeah, he's animated, so he gets his point across. But when he doesn't shout, he's really boring. So and quiet. So he wouldn't communicate well across the kitchen. So then there'd be a lot of fuck ups. So actually, he's actually a good contender for one of the worst. Maybe not Rooney. I'll probably say I'm going to stick with Keane, because the thing is, Keane, when he's on your side, he's on your side, right? Like, even though he knows, like, you're in the wrong, he's got a good team spirit. He's a motivator. But then, yeah, if you fuck up, he'll let you know you fucked up. So
I don't know if he's a motivator,
No, he is, because he motivates through fear, but also through leadership and experience. And,
yeah, he feels safe on his team.
yeah. But then at the same time, you do fear him. So
yeah, okay.
I'll probably.
If you get a customer complaint saying, "Well, chef, received these chips. They seem a bit cold in the centre," and we'll be like, "What centre? Well, open the chip. Well, open it in front of me. I'm going to eat it. Go on. There's a cold now.
You're a customer. You can't.
That's his job.
Just tell me it's cold. Like, just do something about it.
just open the chip. Do you see anyone else complaining?"
I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah, I think that is a good one. You can't help but choose that. That's a really good one. Okay, cool. All right, it's Kino. Right now.
All right, so
that wasn't too hard. That was actually I enjoyed that bit.
Should we do best wrestler, or should we go to worst footballer?
Okay, let's do worst footballer first. So I've got a wicked one. I've been saving this one. I don't think anyone would ever think of this one. So I've gone with United left back Tyrell Malacia.
Oh my God, that's just the thing is, you could pick any kid in today's footballing scene and say that, because they don't speak.
No, not really. No, you can't. I mean, most kids are fiery, man. I mean,
so why Malacia? Go on, explain.
Because he's just been the most enjoyable person to work for. He'll be like, "Oh, Tyrell, so I had chef. I know. I've made this lamb shoulder. It took me 2 minutes. It's a bit pink in the centre, but it should be all right, right?" And you can imagine him. You can imagine like Tyrell. You imagine Malacia going, "This is no problem at all. Let's just serve it. If the customer raises an issue, then we would be aware of that.
And I think your lambs. If it's pink in the center, that's beautiful. It's not chicken.
Something that's undercooked, or if anything, just like if something's like not quite right. So if like burn or any charred, like he'll just be like, "Don't worry about it. You're learning." He just smile. Can you imagine on the pitch as well? He's the type of player on the pitch that he'll say sorry.
I think the type of person that springs to mind when you're talking about this example is also like Solskjaer. It's really similar, like just kind, and like you don't fear him at all.
Yeah, and if the customer complains, you're like, "Don't worry, we'll give all your money back, guaranteed."
we'll give you a business. We'll give you a shop.
And he will have no dirt or no stains on his like apron. He'll just be completely white and clean. He'll have his like apron tucked into his trousers as well, and just be like smiling. And then he'll have this little gold badge that says Malasia on it.
Well, cleanliness and hygiene doesn't necessarily make him the worst head chef, but I like the added description.
I just think he'll be so like people just roll up late. Everyone just take advantage and be like, oh, I've got the best boss. Yeah. Honestly, I think that'll be the worst run restaurant ever, if he ever was. To be fair, he's a half decent player, but he's just got no like aggression, no grit. Like you don't feel zero intimidation from him. So yeah,
I like it, but I think I can one up you here.
Oh, go on then.
I think the world's worst head chef as a footballer would be Crystal Palace's Elise.
The guy that said words all his life.
He'll just be like, chef, shall I serve that now? Yeah. and he'll just be like, oh, chef, we've had so many complaints. The chicken was raw. Okay. Like he just one word answers. Like no communication, no structure to the team, nothing.
He came out with this phrase, didn't he? Like, they're like, why don't you celebrate your free kick against United? Oh, does a postman celebrate when he posts letters through the letterbox? No, I'm just doing my job. That's what he said.
Oh my god! Did he say that in that famous interview? Was it that one or was it another?
No, it's the post-match one from when we drew against Palace.
Oh my god!
He scored that.
Yeah, that free kick. Yeah, he's got a mad left foot on him.
Yeah. But what would you have to do to make that guy shout? Would you have to literally put his face in like a hot boiling pan of like oil or something? He'll just probably go, ouch.
Exactly. Hurt. He's probably louder in his like funeral casket, man. So mad.
It's so good.
All right, so
I think we'll vote at the end, but that's a very good.
That covers the footballers for head chef. Now we're gonna do. Let's start off worst head chef for wrestling now. So, let's add that to the chat. Okay.
Worst.
All right, I'll yeah, I've actually not even thought of it, but I'll go first anyway.
Go on then.
I had one, but now I don't know actually if it will backfire. No, actually, I'm not going to say that. You know what I was going to say Masked Kane because he doesn't talk. But imagine him just there.
It could still be scary because you don't know where you stand with him.
In his red suit, yeah, with his arm hanging out and an apron and a hat, chef's hat on his wig.
It looks so stupid.
It would be scary. It would be like an ominous present. So, okay, maybe not him. I'm gonna go with Spike Dudley. And the reason being is because as the worst. Because he's got a bit of a mouth on him, but you don't fear him. He's small, he's scrawny. Everyone there is probably taller than him. He's just like little man syndrome. I just don't think he would be a great head chef at all. He's not a great talker, so communication wise would be rubbish. Intimidation wise would be rubbish. And that's enough about said really.
To be fair, like if you were coming in for your first interview and they're like, oh, what's the name of my interviewer? Mr. Dudley. You're going to be like, yeah, he says it.
Oh, we're taking out your wrestling name though. So what? My manager's first name is second name is Rock.
Kane.
Oh, there's Harry Kane, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Harry Kane would be a shit. Harry Kane would be the worst head chef. How do we not think of that?
Come on, guys. we got to get this lamb seared off. Yeah, not too much on the very modern medium. Yeah, I feel you can do it. I really do. You know, we did let the team down last week. We're not going to let the guests down this week. No
Yeah,
returns, okay?
I think the chicken's a bit raw, but Son, if you wanna quickly serve it, I don't mind. I don't mind.
Yeah, I'll fight for this club, I tell you. I can't do. You do the best impression of him.
No, everything's good. Go back to wrestling. So, okay, I said Spike Dudley as an off the top pick. You
Yeah.
go now for worst.
Yeah, so speaking of Kane, my worst would be Kane!
Oh, Paul Bearer.
Yeah. Can you imagine, like,
Please rest in peace.
oh, the customer complained! There's too much heat, I'm gonna faint!
Nah, you know what though? I'm going to disagree with that. Shall I tell you why?
Why?
Paul Bearer, I mean, obviously in wrestling.
He just held an urn in his hand with
Yeah,
like...
no, Paul Bearer though was the manager of Undertaker during Undertaker's greatest years, both like in and out of the ring. Out of the ring, he was also his like confidant, his friend, right?
Yeah.
So that shows he can coach someone to the status of the Undertaker. So you're saying he'd be the worst head chef? I don't know.
I think just worse because he just he just screams. He's just one of those. You can't imagine him like talking or even shouting, like getting angry. You just imagine him like whining. So if for example you're serving like asparagus and like one of them's like charred black, you'd be like, no.
You make him sound like some like white lady from Portsmouth, man. No, Jesse,
It's black. Yeah, I don't know. I just think he's small, right? Is he small, or are all the other wrestlers like really tall?
No, he's short. He's really obviously really overweight. He's short, but
Yeah.
I think he's got managerial qualities. He's a manager at the end of the day, isn't he?
Can you imagine, like, if you're making, like, those, if you put those, what are they called? Like those really thick chips. What are they called? Yeah, like really thick chips.
The
And then,
proper
like,
chip-chop chips, yeah.
you put them like side by side, and they're all supposed to look like, they're all supposed to match each other, and it'll be like, yes, chef, ready for order. Come here. Oh, what's wrong, chef? What's the problem? They're not the same. I'm going out for a cigarette, chef. I'll be 5 minutes. But there's rain. I don't know if it'll be the worst, but I think
The chef, like, he's about to serve the plate, right? And he goes like, let me take a look. And then like he shows him the plate, and he goes, no, it can't go out. And then the chef goes, why? And he goes, there's a big stain.
Oh my god, we'll make this the Paul Bearer show. This is brilliant.
All right,
Okay, cool. Mr.
Best
Bearer.
one,
Let me put that over.
best
Well,
friend.
you said yours, right? Spike Dudley.
No, that was worst. So now
Yeah, that was worse, yeah.
best head chef. Wow, this is the thing is when you think of best head chef, we're thinking about someone who has a presence, intimidating presence, but also motivating. And wrestling is filled with
Plenty of those.
larger than life characters with massive, physiques and loads of personalities as well, like loads of charismatic personalities. So you want someone charismatic.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, go
Sorry
on.
to interrupt you. Guess what the score is?
Oh my God, Tottenham City.
Yeah, don't look. Guess what the score is?
Oh, you could just sing like that. 2-0 Tottenham.
That's only 1-0. But guess who scored?
Kane!
Hey!
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh my God. Are they at home?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. This could be the best weekend's worth of fixture results. By the way, for everyone that doesn't know, we are both United fans.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
We made this channel's name before Ronaldo left and the whole fiasco and the whole saga happened. Still Ronaldo fan, but United comes first. So yeah. Anyway,
Kane's just broken the record as well. Jimmy
For?
Greaves, all-time highest Tottenham goal scorer.
and how many goals is that?
Good question. I don't know. Oh, no, I don't. I don't know. We'll come back to it.
As of today. Anyway,
Right.
So yeah, as I was saying, loads of charisma, loads of intimidating physique. So who would be the best in that?
Nah.
Do you know what? It's going to be so it's going to be so cliche, but I'm going to go with the late 90s Rock. And especially, you smell what The Rock is cooking. He's got a big personality, charisma.
Oh, yeah.
He can talk like no other, but he's also got a powerful, intimidating presence. You don't want to get on his wrong side. And you want to do well for him, innit? Like, you remember when Mankind used to be... Remember Rock and Sock Connection, right?
Yeah.
Remember, like, Mankind used to idolize The Rock, like, in that storyline. He used to idolize him, he used to love him. And all he wanted to do was do well for him.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, Rock didn't like him, but Rock got the best out of Mankind just through his presence alone. Like, Mankind idolized him. And that's what became Rock and Sock so amazing, right? And in the end, The Rock got the best out of Mankind. They became tag team champions. It's one of the most memorable tag teams of all time. I think the employees of The Rock, all the chefs, all the sous chef, would be the same as Mankind. They would like idolize him. The Rock would get the best out of them through both intimidation, but both charisma. I think
you've got a few puns going there, haven't you? You've got smell The Rock's cooking. You've got the sous chef.
There you go. But yeah, so that would be my pick actually. Best chef, and it's a bit boring, I know, but if you smell what The Rock is cooking, there you go.
All right, fair enough. Well, you've thought long and hard about that one.
I haven't. I literally just came to it. I just thought of cooking, and I was like, oh my god.
I mean, for me, I don't know. Mine was. I don't know if it's more about. Yeah, I guess you could say managerial capabilities, but more about a presence, like you were talking about, a presence, a voice, the intimidation. I'd say so. It's. I'm not going to say the name. I'm going to do the impression. Let's see. Come out here, you rapist!
Oh my god, Jesus Christ, Vince McMahon.
Yeah, because he'll be like, "Okay, good job. Yeah, be happy. You think that's servable? It's raw. You're fired."
I've got to disagree on that one. That's pure intimidation, man. People say Vince is the craziest nutter there is. Like, you hear all the wrestlers, you know.
But so is Gordon Ramsay. But he's the best. So you've got to think of it that way. You got to remember, Vince has this. He's one of those people that he gets all jovial when he gets happy about something, he really shows it. Like, you've seen how he walks down the ramp with that kind of Conor McGregor walk. You know what I'm talking about? With his low, flary suit, like proper baggy suit and stuff. Like that walk, like he can tell he's like really happy and stuff. Like he will be happy. So if his chefs are all like producing, they're making all their meals on time at the highest quality degree, and no customer complaints. He'll reward you, man. He'll be I really gotta sing your praises here. Yeah, young Greg, you've really never stops.
At the same time, on someone's first day, he could very well just go, "Come
yeah, but that's the yeah.
He could call someone a rapist, and just that'd be awful for someone's career, like in the chef world. Imagine that.
He wouldn't say rapist. He'll be like, "Come on here and taste it." I just think he's he's just best of both worlds in my opinion. And when he loses his shit, like he goes all red and absolutely loses his shit. Vince McMahon. And look, he's managing the not anymore, but he's the CEO of the WWE, man. Well,
he's got a back seat now, creative back seat. Yeah, he's back in now after what happened.
Yeah, and you think about how many people have flourished under him. I know it's dog world, but look at the superstars, Hall of Famers, all of them. It's all kind of down to him, really, isn't it? So I don't know. What do you think?
No, fair. I mean,
Okay. So look, this is great because now it's not just our decision; it's your decision out there, those watching. give us your best thoughts. Who do you think? It doesn't have to be who we've chosen. It can be anyone that you think as well, and let us know why. We want to hear this as well. As I said, we're just thinking on our feet here. This is, years and years and years of watching these guys absorbing their personalities and everything, and just putting them to the test. So, yeah. But if I had to choose, and I'll give an honest.
Wait, before you get there.
Yeah.
So obviously, the plan is for this to be out on Spotify and YouTube. But if you are listening on YouTube, then leave a comment. So you could leave a comment on whose list you agree with more, or whose specific answers you agree with more, and then leave your own as well. So do that on YouTube. Would love to read the comments.
Yeah. That's what it's about. Give us a like. Subscribe if you like it. And as I said, it's just nice and casual. So
what were you going to say? You're going to say if you had to choose.
Yeah. So if I had to kind of choose vote. If I had to vote, really. So if we start from the top.
So the best chef footballer.
Yeah. So we've got Neil Warnock and Roy Keane. Oh, this is tough, isn't it? Okay.
I think Keane is a mainstream pick, but Warnock has some intricacies that you've thought of that I don't think many people would have thought of.
Do you know what? I don't see a nice side to Keane. As in, I just don't, unless you're his daughter.
But look what he did for Neville when Vieira bullied him in the tunnel, right? He had his back. So if he knows you're doing well, he knew Gary Neville was just a consistent right back, right? So he's going to back Neville because he's his teammate and he knows Neville is good. Now imagine you're doing well at your job and something happens to you. I don't know, a competitor comes in, or a customer's rude to you. He's going to have your back. But obviously if you don't perform, then he's going to be all over you. And that's what you want.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If he walked in, he said, "Arjun, you got a new boss from tomorrow, but you get to choose either Roy Keane or Neil Warnock. Who are you going for?"
Well, I mean, I'd probably say Keane, to be honest. Yeah, I would say Keane. I would say Keane. Yeah. I just think I can relate more to his style than Neil Warnock.
Well, don't be daft. Don't be daft. He's doing his job. What's he playing that for? Yeah, all right, fair enough. Okay, so look, I love Roy Keane as well, right? I think
we can put that to a draw if you want. We can always put that to a draw.
What do you think of Neil Warnock?
I mean, like I said, I wouldn't have thought of that first, but you justified it. But I think there are so many people out there like that as well. But I think
just an average dad.
Yeah, Keane did it to such an extreme that he's become mainstream media. That's the reason why Sky Sports hired him, because they knew they'd get reactions from him. It's kind of like, what's his name? Simon, what's his face from TalkSport? That's it, Simon Jordan. But yeah, that would have been a good one. That would have been a good one. Oh my God.
Oh, Simon Jordan would be brilliant. But I don't know. Yeah, that
would have been a good one. But yeah, I mean, I would. Yeah, I think Warnock's fine, but I think Keane is.
All right, Keane it is. Yeah. All right. I can't be shit scared of him. All right, worst one. Oh my God, Elise. See, I think Elise Malassi will give you some feedback. Elise just wouldn't even know.
He's like, so this is your performance review? Yeah, you're doing good. Yep. Yeah, and then that's it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good.
Cheers, boy. Yeah, you're right. I think Elise is probably. You could choose Elise for pretty much everything. I think as worst contestant for literally anything.
We should make an Elise rule. He's not allowed to be used from now on in episodes. Because it can apply to anything. Imagine he's your pilot. Imagine he's your wingman. Imagine he's anything, just the worst.
Oh, that's really good. All right, cool. Elise. I'll choose Elise then. I'll go with Elise.
Wrestling worst.
Yeah, right. So Paul Bearer or Spike Dudley. I don't know how many. I can just about recall who Spike Dudley was.
Oh, can't you remember him? He was with Dudley Boys. Yeah, he was skinny.
Yeah, I do, and I remember.
He had a mop head, he had a mop. Well, yeah, not a mop. Sorry, he had long hair.
Yeah.
And he wore a black tank top, and he had he didn't work out or anything like that. But he used to do crazy stunts. But he was just like their third wheel, basically.
Yeah, I had to kind of rack my brain.
I've got to strongly disagree, because Paul Bearer was a powerful force behind the scenes, and I appreciate you might not know that, but even just from an on-screen standpoint, he was one that was always escorting Undertaker to the ring and providing him with the power. So if he can do that for Undertaker, he can do that for his workforce.
Okay. Oh God, you've got all three of them then.
Do you agree?
Oh, actually, there's one more left. One more left. There's The Rock, and then Vince.
This is probably the tightest one.
Come on, choose me.
I think. Okay, you know
Choose
what?
me, you son of a bitch.
I can see Rock like also just being mean, like unnecessarily mean, like Mark, come here, jabroni. What's this? It doesn't matter what this is. You see, you take this bag of peas, you turn that sumbitch sideways, and you stick it straight up your candy ass. Like just out of order, like for no reason. And then like George is watching, and then Rock catches George watching. Oh, jabroni, George, come here, George, like that, and he just starts bullying everyone like verbally. And then, people go home crying in that, innit? At least, I think you're right. Like, I think Rock's good, but, he could just unnecessarily lay smack talk and just bully his staff.
He's just a natural entertainer. Yeah, I think he's got best of kind of both in there. I think Vince is just more. Do you know what it is? I just like doing impressions of him.
At the same time, Vince is no, saint. He's done so much shithousery in his career, like both on and off screen. Oh, so yeah. In terms of HR standpoints, they're both bad. They're both quite bad.
Go The Rock with like people's eyebrow. Yeah. All right. Okay. Rock it is then. So, God, you won all four of them.
No, I was playing devil's advocate. I was saying Rock, would just trash talk everyone. So it's not exactly a good thing either. So
Vince. Okay. Interesting.
I'm happy to give you Vince. Like you made a good comparison with what's his face. What's his face? The chef that you made a comparison with, Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay, yeah. The thing is, Gordon Ramsay, you don't see him being nice. You see Kitchen Nightmares, right? He's never nice.
But again, does that make him the best head chef? I know you said he is the best head chef. Well, that's debatable. But is that the qualities you look for in a best head chef?
Well, he just demands his standards are like sky high, right? So
yeah, true.
Yeah, that's what. And so is Vince as well. Otherwise, it's those two words. Yeah, fired.
You know what? Thinking about it, just a quick thought. Worst head chef footballer. You could put Ronaldo there. You know why? Cristiano.
Chef.
Yes, yeah. Because he would like. Don't get me wrong. I love Ronaldo, but I'm just going to go by his persona. He would want all the credit. He's not as much of a team player. And he would make the most boring meals, just chicken and vegetables.
Oh my God, yeah. And put loads of put with his really like shiny Caesar salad lips.
Exactly. I think it's important.
Important to score.
Important to score. Yeah, exactly. And then if anyone tries to be creative, if anyone tries to be creative with like flavors, because it's unhealthy, he would just put it in the bin.
Then he has to step outside for 15 minutes to get his natural sunlight, doesn't he?
Yeah, but anyway.
All right, cool. Anyway, that's it. That's a wrap. We're gonna be doing loads of these. This is first one, take one.
That's the plan, anyway.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. So look, as I said, this is not just us running the Tombola every week. We want you to tell us what to suggest. Tell us who you think we should be talking about, and we'll be thinking on our feet and giving it our best shot. But make sure to subscribe, give us a like, and see you on the next one.
Yeah, thanks everyone. That was enjoyable. And as Kish said, we're not just going to be selecting ourselves. You suggest topics as well. We'd love to go through them and just have a laugh. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and see you on the next
SIUUUUPLEX
podcast. See you later, everyone.
Bye.